What up, everybody? Now, this video, unfortunately, is a video about me going to get my M-Class at the DMV. Now, if you watch my previous video of me talking about taking this motorcycle safety course class, you would be wondering why in the heck is this guy going to the DMV. I thought he was going to get this thing waived for $20. Well, after looking at the website a little further, the class that I had actually signed up for was an advanced class, which you cannot take until you take the regular safety course class, which is like, if I can remember correctly, 2 months long, something like that. So I figured, man, I'm gonna just come bring myself to this DMV, get this thing over with. I'm gonna try and record the driving exam. I'm hoping they don't give me no problems, because I don't have any gear on, except for my full-faced helmet, which I know for sure is required. Why are there two lines? I see two different lines. Why is that? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, we'll see you in a little bit, man. All right. After about an hour, I would say a total of about an hour and a half. That includes line time, waiting in line, and taking the written exam, which, by the way, I just passed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So now I was instructed to drive to the back here so I can take the driving exam. So that's what we are going to do.
On time and distance standards, as well as path violations. The test may be ended for point accumulation, committing an unsafe act, or failure to understand the following and follow directions. You may stop the test at any time, but you must complete the entire test in order to pass. Do you understand what I've just read?
Yes.
Okay.
Camera's got to come off, bud.
What's that?
Camera's got to come off your helmet.
All right. So, listen, man. I'm gonna be transparent. I took and failed this driving test because, number one, I failed a couple of spots. For the sake of transparency, I'm not gonna lie to nobody. This cone weave, I couldn't get through this cone weave. The bike was just it was just a little too big. Even the instructor kind of recommended that I come back again, but would try to get a smaller bike, which makes sense because these cone weave, I didn't know these cones were so small, or so tight, I should say. And that cone that's laying right there, that's the cone that I hit when I did the speed and swerve. This red line right here, I was supposed to swerve around that, which I did. The only thing is my back tire hit that cone, it kicked it out. And he did tell me that even though I messed up on the cone weave, he did tell me that had I not hit that cone, that they probably would have passed me. Another thing is when it was this fourth cone right here too, because he started at the other end. It was this fourth cone that I couldn't get around, and I ended up coming out and turning all the way over here just to turn around and get into that white box. They took points away from that because I came around all the way out here, which sucked. Had I known that I could have just simply duck walked my bike around this final cone and then came around here, he said that I would have passed. I might take it again at another facility, maybe not today, but sometime in the near future.
2 weeks later.
All right, let's get this thing going.
What's that noise?
It's the fans.
Okay. Brian, this test consists of 4 exercises that measure your vehicle control and hazard response skills. The final 2 exercises involve speeds of about 15 miles per hour. You'll be scored on time and distance standards as well as path violations. The test may be ended for point accumulation, that's 11 points, it's not a big window, or committing an unsafe act, or failure to understand or follow instructions. You may stop the test at any time, but you must complete the entire test, all 4 parts, in order to pass. Brian, do you understand the instructions I have just read?
Yes.
Final note, engine stalling. Engine points are assessed if your engine stalls. If it happens 4 times throughout the test, it's automatic failure. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Let me know if you can't see, okay? So here you are at the start tee. I'll give you the signal to start your bike, tell you to go. Right of the first, sorry.
No problem.
Left. Now on here, it tells you to turn here. Don't worry about that. That's the line I'm concerned about. That's got those 2 cones on it.
Okay.
Little cones. As long as you don't go past that, you stay in here. Left, then another left. Stop in the box, in the middle, in the white. I mean the black, not touching the white lines. No skidding, okay?
Mm-hmm. Just do it, dude.
Here's the last one a little bit, but that's aggressive though. Rarely does anybody make it through that first part.
Really?
Buffalo is using their foot. You hit the one, you got 3 points for it, but that's fucking good, man.
Thank you.
That's real good.
Thank you. That's good to hear.
You're in the black, yes you are, you're in skid. Okay, tell you what, just like before, I'm gonna walk over to the next start tee, put my front right foot, point the way I want you facing, then I'll move out of the way, then you gotta get lined up in position there, and then we'll go for the second part, okay?
Okay.
Okay, Brian, 1 down, 3 to go.
All
Now
right.
this next part, half of this test is very similar to what you just did. The easy part too, by the way. Well, this is nothing for any cone. Okay, this is the turn from a stop, because you're stopped right now, and then the U-turn. Okay, now, it's pretty simple. You'll start your bike, same thing, I'll just tell you to go.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, you gotta make a right-hand turn without going inside this red line with the cone, or outside that inside yellow line. You see there's 2 yellow lines?
Right.
The inside one, that's the boundary, okay?
Okay.
As long as you don't go off the path. So you gotta make that turn staying within. Then you're gonna make a U-turn. Now, I'm gonna point to that red line, the vertical one.
Uh-huh.
As long as you don't go to the right of that line, west of that line, you stay inside of that line.
Okay. So stay on the left side of the red line.
Yes.
Okay.
And then you're gonna basically make a U-turn just like what you did before, staying in the football field without going past that last yellow line. Left, then a second left, then once again another smooth, non-skidding stop inside that white box, Tire's got to be touching the black, not the white lines.
All right.
I'll show you the diagram. Okay, so here you are. I'll be over here. I'll give you the signal. I'll wave. You want to get between 12 and 18 miles per hour by the time you get this first white line. That's this right here.
Okay.
Then you keep that speed, and once your front, it's going to be like that before you're done. Once your front tire crosses that second white line, which is where this U is kind of, then you stop as fast and as safely as you can. You'll be by these hash marks somewhere over there. See them? Now you notice there's numbers on the sides of those.
Right.
Based on the time you clock in at, because I'm going to get my phone out and do the stopwatch. Okay. And where you're at will determine if you pass or not, okay?
Okay.
Now the way I stop it, the way I do the watch is, when your front tire hits that first white line, I start. And as soon as it crosses the second, I stop. And based on that time you come in at, and where you're at there determines it. If I do, if you don't mind, when I'm over there, I'm going to call and order my lunch after Bartolini's.
Take your time.
Okay?
I'm not going anywhere.
Cool. Okay, so you saw the diagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay, any questions?
No.
Okay, I'm going to go do that. And then when I point to you, start the engine, and when I wave you, that's when you go. You got it? Okay.
Very good.
2 minutes.
Okay.
Probably not even that.
So far, so good. I'm a little shocked at that cone weave, but hey, I'll take it. I will take it. I'm not leaving this facility without my M-Class license. I'm not.
Came in at 0.67. Let me write this down. There's the scale. 0.72 is the earliest you can get. And if you come in between 0.72 and 0.75, you got to be at less than 20 feet, which is all the way over here. You came in before that, 67, and you're nowhere close. So that's a quick stop.
Very good.
Gonna go back to the same start tee. 3 down, 1 more to go.
All right.
Reach you down there.
Let's do this.
One more to go, Bri.
All right.
Same thing applies. If you fuck this one up, you get a retake. And if I fuck up with the stopwatch, you get to do a freebie anyways, okay?
All right.
Sound good?
Sounds good.
You're going to screw it up, though. I think it's going to work out good.
All right, man.
Because you're in great shape, man. Okay, the last exercise is the optical swerve. And then I'll turn the floor over to you for any questions. If you have any, here you are. I'll give you the point, start the engine. I'll give you the wave, you go. 12 to 18 by the first white line. Maintain it. Cross the second white line, move to the right like that's showing you, of that red line with the 2 cones on it.
Okay.
It'll be somewhere here stopped, and I'll be starting you to watch here, stopping it there.
Sounds good.
Any questions?
None.
Ready?
Yes, sir. All right, let's do this. you serious? Because he fucked up, I gotta do it again?
Came in at 0.73. Like I said, it's either between 0.72 and 1.15, so you're there, you got it.
Sweet.
Okay, go find a parking spot. I'll meet you in front of the door of the building, okay?
Okay, thanks, man. Thank you. I finally did it. I am finally official. Oh, it feels so good. Talk about another weight off my shoulder. Now I can go test ride some different motorcycles, man. At Harley, I've been wanting to do this since the beginning of the summer, but just been real hesitant on going to get this license. And now that it's the end of summer, well, man, I need to go. I need to go get some bikes out. Oops. So anyways, let me get back to you. Well, that concludes my goal of getting my M class. I passed. Woohoo! I finally passed it. Hopefully, y'all were able to see on the video that it really wasn't not much to it. You know, if it doesn't matter what size bike you're on. If you can't make that cone weave, I mean, you just can't make the cone weave, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're on a smaller CC bike, lighter bike, you could probably do it easily. But a bike this size, I mean, this is damn near a 1600 cc motorcycle, so it was a little difficult. When he told me that I nicked only one of those cones, I have to admit, man, I was real shocked, because in my mind I was thinking, you know what, I don't care about the cones, I'm just gonna go through them, you know what I mean, like as many as I can. And if I feel like I screw up, I'm just gonna go through with the U-turn and stop in that box, and I'll take the 3-point deduction, you know, I'll take that hit and make sure that I do well on the next 3, which I pretty much did. You know, I didn't screw up any of the next 3. So I ended up with a total of 3 points deductions when you're allowed 11. So, man, did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself. So, yeah, this is cause for a little celebration. We'll probably go out and get a drink later on. Nancy should be getting out of work soon, and we'll see how she's feeling. But yeah, anyways, thank you once again for joining me in this video, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out.